Hi all. Analytical Service is in touch with you, GURU.Markets. Thank you so much for watching our review. Dear viewer, I kindly ask you to give this video your royal like. Your thumbs up is greatly needed to spread the project. GURU.Markets. We will analyze the current fundamental indicators of the corporation SHEL PLC ADR, ticker SHEL. This review was created using data that was current as of May 30, 2024. By classification, GURU.Markets Corporation SHEL PLC ADR belongs to the subcategory Oil and Gas. 131 companies participate in the assessment, which is very representative. Let's start with general information about the company. If you want, you can pause the video. We invite you to consider all the parameters of the company in question more carefully. Access to the database with the classification of company tickers is free and free. We kindly ask you to share the review on your social networks. Well, let's begin. Market capitalization of the company SHEL PLC ADR is $229.23 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $2,781 billion. SHEL PLC ADR has a share of 8.244% and is one of the mid-sized companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $177.44 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $1,612 billion. SHEL PLC ADR accounts for 11.01% share. Having compared the shares of market and book value, we see the following. Share SHEL PLC ADR in the subcategory in case of market capitalization assessment is 8.244%. The balance sheet capitalization is 11.01%. This is a 34% increase in market capitalization share. Assessment of the organization's share of market and book value in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The debt obligations of the company under study amount to $76.301 billion. Financial liabilities to book value represent 43% of the company's equity. Result on the level of the company's financial liabilities. Good, 1 point. The company's stock price to earnings ratio is 13.2. With an average in the subcategory of 10.3, this is 22% higher than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock market value to profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Profit for the last 12 months was $18,010 million. Projected earnings for the next 12 months are expected to be $24,409 million. Which is 35.5% more than the current figure. An assessment of the estimated future profit indicator in comparison within the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's value to revenue ratio is 0.8. The average in subcategory 1, which is 20% lower than in the subcategory. Evaluation of stock market value to revenue ratios in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $289,700 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is expected to be $392,630 million. This is 36% more than currently. An assessment of the projected future sales indicator in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. If you are interested in our analytics, we kindly ask you to subscribe to our analytics and click on the bell. Thank you for your important subscription. The margin is 6.2%, with an average in the subcategory of 9.8%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 3.5%. Assessment of marginality in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 12.968%. This is a 57% increase in market capitalization share. This fact reflects the imbalance in the current market value of the organization SHEL plc, SHEL, most likely towards underestimation. The amount of market capital per company employee is $2,163,000. And in the subcategory there are $3,402,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 36.4%. Estimation of the volume of market capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The profit for each employee of the company is $169,900. Average in the subcategory, $328,700. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 48%. Estimation of profit per company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's sales volume per employee is $2,733,000. By subcategory $3,371,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 23%. Estimation of revenue per company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The volume of sales transactions is 0.2%, with an average for the subcategory of 4.5%. This is an indicator of possible short squeeze risk. Indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 48% for the company SHEL plc, SHEL. Whereas for the subcategory this level is approximately 47%. Technically, subcategory securities are quoted in the same way as company shares SHEL plc, SHEL. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares SHEL plc ADR and subcategory shares. We see that over 12 months the promotion's SHEL plc, SHEL, showed a dynamics of 21.6%. Against the price dynamics in the subcategory of 12.8%. This definitely does not mean anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Total result. 3 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 0.7 points. If you look broadly, within the entire stock market in general, we will see that the average result for the entire stock market in the aggregate is 0.4 points. Against the company's 3-point rating SHEL plc ADR. Let's look at the order table. It is available to you. A link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions made by the stock valuation information and reference system GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and free. Link in the pinned comment. As a result of the valuation of the company's securities, SHEL plc, SHEL Stock Valuation Reference System GURU.Markets, the following decision is made. Do not open a deal due to the fact that SHEL plc, SHEL, not an underrated company in the subcategory. Thank you very much for watching this video and for using the help system from GURU.Markets. You all truly are the best audience.